to my channel. Oh my God, I miss you. It has been like what, 3 to 5 months since I last posted on here, and it was my tummy tuck videos, which have been blowing up, and I've gotten so many requests for like a tummy tuck update. So in this video today, I'm gonna be going through a quick tummy tuck update followed by a mental health and physical health update to kind of let y'all know where I've been, and hopefully what I share today resonates with you guys, because I'm about to get deep and share things that I have never shared on an online public platform before. So I love you, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so for today's upper body workout, the first thing that we're gonna be starting off with are push-ups. So 3 sets of 12 repetitions. Over here, I'm doing assisted push-ups just because my strength is not all there, and then followed by a superset. So we're gonna start off with dumbbell chest press, and you can do this either on the floor, or to make it a little bit harder, you can rest your back on an exercise ball if you don't already have a bench. As you can tell, we are not in a gym because we're all in quarantine, and you should probably be home right now. And then after that, we are going to superset it with chest flies. So what this means is that instead of resting after your dumbbell chest press, you're gonna go straight into your dumbbell chest fly with no rest. And then after those 2, then you're going to rest for 45 seconds to a minute, however long you need to. After the superset, we are going to do a banded tricep kickback. And so I just rested the bands on a little ledge. And when it comes to this stuff, honestly, you can just go on Google, and there's so many different videos and variations for you to put equipment in certain places. If you don't have a resistance band, you can use a dumbbell. Then we are going to do dumbbell tricep kickbacks, followed by banded overhead tricep extensions. If there are different variations of exercises that you would like to see, or more fitness and health content, whatever you would like to see more of, let me know down below. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, I have definitely gained some weight since the last videos that you saw, because obviously right after the surgery, I was compressed and I was a lot tighter. And the thing about my body is that it can just go up and down like that. Like, I can train consistently for the next week and my body will just go back to the last video that you saw. That's the beautiful thing that I think about, that I love most about training and nutrition, is that when you actually understand how to train and eat for your body, you have so much control over the way that it looks and feels. And I have so much control over it. I don't feel like shit in my body now. I know that, I can just go do some home workouts and I'm gonna feel a lot better. I'm trying to give myself grace during this time with everything that's going around, because I don't have as much control over my nutrition, because I'm staying with my aunt and uncle, because we're only able to go grocery shopping every so often, and you can't really be as picky about your food choices because there's not as much available. The scar, I heard, don't quote me on this, but from what I've seen, most scars have to go away after like a couple of years. So I have been August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So it's only been 7 months. So my scar will go away. I know for a damn fact, but it's just for right now. This is kind of the time period where your scar kind of ends up looking worse than even before. And I actually went to go see my doctor and asked, like, is this normal? And she's like, yeah, it's normal. So I think by the time I go to, my year-long checkup or the next year, it'll just be a lot better. I'm really happy with my results. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this update. I'll be sharing more, especially with me training consistently. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. As very much requested, a lot of you have been asking me, like, what does my tummy look like now? What does the scar look like now? And this is a really interesting time for me to be giving you a tummy tuck update, but I'm also gonna be incorporating a little life update for people who follow me on Instagram, just because, with everything that's going on, there was a lot that happened in my life that kind of put me in a downward spiral in terms of my mental health as well as my physical health. And I think especially during this time when there's so much chaos happening in this world, I think it's just so important that we all remind ourselves that everyone is struggling, no matter how successful someone looks, no matter how great someone looks. Like, I feel like so many people look at me, my body, my surgery, my story, and they're really inspired. But at the same time now, you know, because I don't have the excess skin anymore, they're kind of like, oh, well, you know, she doesn't struggle anymore. And I think that's the biggest lie that we can tell ourselves, is that, oh, because someone has overcome one thing, they just all of a sudden don't struggle with anything anymore. Yes, I got my tummy tuck surgery, but I also feel like when it comes to the surgery, so many people think that it's just a cop-out. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to the surgery and then I never have to work out ever again. I don't have to eat healthy to get to the results that I want, which is honestly the biggest lie ever. Why I say that is because you still have to exercise. You still have to eat healthy if you want to have the dream body that you want. So for example, you know, getting your tummy tuck surgery literally only removes the excess loose skin. But what happens to your arms? What happens to your glutes, like your butt? What happens to your thighs? Like, I am very lower body dominant, especially as a dancer. So I hold a lot of excess fat in my thighs and in my lower body. So when I gain weight, the first two places that I gain them is literally my thighs, my inner thighs, as well as my stomach. Now that my excess hanging belly is gone, I still have this fat in my inner thigh that I still need to train, that I need to tighten and tone, because that is what allows me to feel the best, the healthiest, the most confident, and the most sexy in my body, is when I have tight and toned legs, because as a dancer, my legs are what I consider massive for my figure. As a fitness coach, training and nutrition is really easy for me. It comes really easy. If you can put me in a box, like in a square room with nothing, and I can still get a workout in. And in the last couple of months, I have gone through a lot. So I had my surgery August of 2019. And then one thing that you guys probably know about me, if you follow along my Instagram, you know that I am really back and forth between Ottawa, Canada, and Los Angeles, California, because I reside in LA now, but my family is still back home in Canada. And I'm a huge family girl. Family is number one for me. And so kind of that period going back and forth, traveling is really hard on consistent training, consistent nutrition, and then also being with family, you know, you're not wanting to just train all day, every day. I was able to get workouts here and there, but my grandma started falling really, really ill at the end of last year, and she actually ended up passing away on January 19th. And starting from January 19th up till middle of March, I have been in kind of this weird limbo and rut of just trying to stay afloat mentally, emotionally, energetically. For those of you who know, I am a life and business coach. I work with really high level clients, and there's a lot of people who depend on me. I have an entire team, there's salaries for me to pay, and I completely take care of myself. I'm independent here in Los Angeles, so I don't get financial support from anyone. And so when this all happened, I had to really focus on what was the most important, which was being there for my family when my grandma passed, and also being able to support my clients. And that had to kind of come at the cost of my physical health. And so I didn't even have the energy or the bandwidth or the time to be able to go train my body, to be able to meal prep, to take care of my nutrition. And so I actually gained 15 pounds in January alone because of just being extremely depressed. And also out in the East Coast in Canada, it is really, really cold. So the weather, seasonal depression, plus actual depression, plus passing your grandma, plus being out of routine, plus I also, I consume cannabis. And so I consume cannabis like unhealthily. I'm talking from morning till night, all day, every day for that period, you know, when we were taking care of her afterlife rituals, going to the funeral and all that kind of stuff. I don't share any of this for any sympathy. I have healed from everything. I have grieved the loss of my grandmother, and you know, she's in a much happier, healthier place. And you know, the reason why I'm able to do this video now is because I am healed. So please don't feel sorry for me. Please don't feel sad. Like, everything is as good as it can be right now, and that is great. Especially everything that's going on in this world and what we're all experiencing in our life and or in business. After I left Canada, that was when in February, I actually had to fly back to LA. The reason why I had to fly back to LA was because I actually had to fly to Atlanta for my neuro-linguistic programming practitioner training, which I got my Life and Success Coach certification. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a certified time techniques practitioner, and emotional freedom techniques practitioner, which is all different modalities that I use to help my life coaching clients and business coaching clients to help them, achieve the results that they want in their life and business. So I had already scheduled for this certification program, and I had already my flights, my Airbnb, and everything was already booked. This was prior to my grandma passing. And so when my grandma passed, it was kind of the dilemma of, do I go or do I not go? And so I made the decision to go. I just went into it with being like, I just need to focus on getting these certifications because I am launching my business, life and business mastermind, and I want to have these certifications for when these clients come in. And so literally I left Ottawa. So grandma passed, 2 weeks off work, super depressed. And then I went back to LA, was there for about a week and a half where I was able to do some studying. Then I flew to Atlanta for about a week. Atlanta, I came back, I launched really hard. When I say launch, in my business, I launched a program, which means I put an offer out there and was taking on clients. And so for 2 weeks, I was just going so hard with just supporting my clients in the business. And because I felt so guilty from taking time off my business to be there for my family, I also felt guilty taking time away from my business to focus on my physical health, which never works out for Evelyn. You need to realize that every single one of us, there are certain strategies that we each have to help us cope with mental illness, or to help us get back into routine, or to get us feeling like ourselves again. And nutrition and training are staples in my life. That's why this channel, no matter where I evolve in my life and business, fitness and wellness and health will always be a staple, because that's just my bread and butter. It's how I function. It's how I'm able to run a business. So anyways, I had a call with my life coach, and we realized girl, you need to go to the gym. So the moment that I stepped back into the gym, everything felt great. I was feeling good. And then everything that's going on in the world right now started hitting. And I was getting a lot of messages and stress messages and worry messages from friends and family in Canada that were worried about my safety here in California. And I had to take care of canceling flights for me, for my mom. I was supposed to be speaking at a live event, and I had to cancel that, and that was really hard. I had to support my clients when they were all freaking out because what was going on was affecting their family, their business. And I think it was just a mixture of everything, and then not having time to have dealt properly with the death of my grandma. Long story short, for about 2 weeks at the beginning of March, I hit the lowest low that I have ever hit mentally, emotionally, energetically since 2017. And when I say I hit low, it's because I had somebody staying with me at that time. And this is really important. Your environment and your physical space is really important. That's why when we are living and grow up in toxic households, it has an effect on how we develop as a human. And so I had a friend stay with me, and because I was sharing my living space and wasn't able to get back into my routine and to do what I usually do to get myself back on track, to prevent my depression symptoms from getting worse, it just got worse. And I started using cannabis a lot. I'm talking about smoking all day, every day. I was high from the moment that I woke up till the moment that I went to bed. And then I was sleeping from 1 a.m. in the morning until about noon. And then I was just watching Netflix and then sleeping throughout the day, napping throughout the day. And that happened for about 10-ish days. And I had to just completely be off social media. There was no good energy circulating in me to be able to spread good energy into Instagram, into society, into this world. And with everything that was going on, I wanted to spread more positivity not more negativity or bad energy or bad vibes. Like, I feel like there's a time and place for us to share our struggles, to, you know, give our audience or people tough love, but now wasn't the time. Now's the time where the world really needs love, needs compassion, needs high vibration, high and good energy. And I knew that I needed to just heal myself first before I was able to give myself to, you know, creating content again, to support other people. And so yeah, that's just a quick little update. I know that I told my Instagram that I was going to be sharing more about it, because I did say that, you know, I was struggling through something, but I think I needed to share this in depth, because I feel like we don't talk about these struggles as much as we should. Mental health, mental illness is a huge, huge thing. There's so much uncertainty, there's so much fear, and there's so much anxious thoughts, worry thoughts, stressful thoughts that are paralyzing us from taking action in our life, in our business. Why I'm sharing all this and why I talk about mental health and mental illness so openly and talk about thoughts and feelings is because it's really important. You can strip away your money, your career, everything. The most important thing that actually gets us results and helps us feel like we're living a more wholesome, more fulfilled life is our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, and how we see ourselves and how we see the world and how we think and feel about situations and circumstances, you know, and things that we consume on the news or on the media. I'm trying not to ramble, but I just feel like I'm really excited to kind of get back into YouTube and to be able to sit down and have these conversations with you that I feel like I don't really get to do on Instagram. That being said, I just wanted to let you know that if you are currently experiencing, you know, not the most favorable thoughts right now, you know, very anxious thoughts that are leaving discomfort in your body, you know, you probably feel like there's a heaviness in your chest, tightness. You probably feel that there's like a pit in your stomach that you can't get rid of because your thoughts are just literally paralyzing you, and you just feel like you can't do anything. You're not excited, you're depleted, you're lethargic, you're just not in the best place. And I want you to know that I have created a free, no strings attached, free mindset training, which is also what I call a masterclass, mindset masterclass. It's called Rise Above the Uncertainty. When this all happened, I actually did an SOS group coaching call with my clients, and what I did on this training was so transformative for them that it just felt wrong not to share with you. So this is for anyone and everyone. If you are not able to make it this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, West Coast time, or 6 p.m. East Coast time, it will be recorded and sent to your email. So if you can't attend, that's okay. Still sign up regardless so that you can keep a copy of this recording. And please bring your friends, your family. There's going to be a 60-minute training where I actually teach you the self-coaching model and give you tangible tools to self-coach every single day and to help you work through your own limiting and negative thoughts. And there's going to be a live Q&A, and there's also going to be cash prizes. I am so thankful and lucky and blessed that during this time, me and my business are in a place where I am able to give back. One of my other clients, when she heard about this, loves the training so much, the mindset training so much. It's so impactful for her that she actually wanted to pitch in to the cash giveaway. So there's going to be over 8 winners for this giveaway. So please make sure that you're there. I know that if you are in a tough financial situation, this could help out a lot as well. So I love you. I just want to say thank you for, if you've watched all the way through. I know this is literally just like me sitting, rambling, talking, but I'm making a commitment to showing back on here more consistently, more often, especially with everything that's going on. You know, people are having to be at home for at least the next month. People are on YouTube, people are on Instagram. So if there are things that you would like me to talk about, to teach, to do whatever, like let me know. Like as a life and business coach, I think my channel, I just want to be anything and everything. I just want to radiate positive vibes. I want you to be able to come on here every single video and know that you're going to get something amazing, valuable out of it. You're going to have a fun time. You're going to get good vibes. vibes. And yeah, like just let me know. This is my way of just connecting with you on like a deeper soul energetic level. I'm gonna be sharing things and talking about things on my YouTube channel that I won't be sharing anywhere else, which is so crazy to say because like YouTube is like such a scary place for a lot of people. But yeah, I'm just gonna now. I love you so much. Like if you've watched this all the way through, thank you. First of all, like the support is everything, and I know that you don't have to be watching this, so I just want to say thank you. I love you so much, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like the video and comment below. Tell me something that you would like me to talk about or what you found most helpful or insightful in this video, and I will catch you in the next one. I love you so much. I appreciate you. You matter, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.